Welcome to day one of Big Brother. This will be the last ever series of this reality show. And there's going to be one big surprise in store for whoever wins this. The winner of this year's reality show will win this Big Brother house. It has more rooms than you can count. It has more than 4 stories. And it overlooks the town of Lynton in North Devon. The house is worth a breathtaking £1 million, but who will be the eventual winner? In the last ever series of Big Brother, there are 9 housemates. Cosmo Jarvis is one of them. So why do you think you'll win this series?
I think I'll win the big prize.
You think that? I mean, if you manage to win the big prize, what can you see yourself doing in this house?
Sleeping.
The other 8 housemates are in this room playing music on their first night. Until it was bought by Endemol for the Big Brother show. This house was owned by the local philanthropist, Lord Devon. In his heyday, he used to get representatives of 22 different charities to sit on each one of the 22 different chairs at his many dinner table meetings. The Big Brother task for tonight is to create a song which Big Brother will release on iTunes. The housemates are all busy at this task. The housemates are busy trying to synchronise the various instruments. Well, you're fresh from today's task, trying to create a record to sell on iTunes. Not for charity though.
No, that's right.
Now what's your motivation for winning this, if you've got any at all?
Basically, I've got this 1938 omnibus, and basically no one's ever driven an omnibus from 1938 over the Himalayas before, but it's going to cost a lot of money to do it.
Yes, but you win the house, so to get money afterwards, to get this for this dream trip in the Himalayas, that means you'd have to sell the house.
The house?
Because you'll win this house.
I know, but the house is not really going to get me over the Himalayas. I don't care about the house.
Oh, okay, well if you win you could sell the house, get the money from that, or
right, yeah.
Perhaps you could just enjoy life.
It's quite unique, the house, because it's the only house in Britain that's actually got these one-way glass mirrors all the way around with camera tracks. It actually could fetch a fair price.
Well, tonight's task is complete, apparently. So right now one of the housemates is going to tell us, or show us the result of that. So is the song complete? Is it ready for consumption? This is the song. Well, I reserve judgment.
Hello, I'm Alberta.
We're talking to Alberta now, one of the housemates.
I'm Alberta. I've just come in here. I like this house. It's really cool.
Alright, so you really want to win the house, don't you?
I do. I certainly do.
Well, how do you think the music task went?
Well, I think I was brilliant. I think I was really cool.
Alright, so what you can do if you win the house, what will you do with it?
I will just live in it. Because I love it here and I'll live in it.
Can't say fairer than that.
No, you can't.
But, I mean, do you think, is there anyone else you think might win, or do you think
No.
You think you've got something over
I've
the
got everything. I don't need anyone else in this house. I've got everything.
Wow.
I will win it definitely.
Oh, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Well, you've had a long day, haven't you, today? It's been a long ride getting here.
It's been wild. It's been a buzz.
I'm glad that you've got such spirit. I mean, you've been awake for 20 hours.
I know. I've been awake forever.
And you've had to do a complex task designed to startle the first housemate, and you did it brilliantly.
I did so, yes.
The real house inmates have only been left a certain amount of food. Cosmo is playing with what little supplies there are.
The effects
1 metre dropping a biscuit into. Very good.
Even more food's being wasted,
No,
and
it will be eaten.
the cannabis supply is running low.
It will be eaten. And even with this thing, we can set the biscuit on fire. But that's not very advisable, really. Singed biscuit. Singed biscuit.
Jonzo bins the carcinogenic biscuit. As this is a new TV show, some teething problems are inevitable. 2:11 a.m. The clock is wrong. 12:00 a.m. The clock hasn't been set. Cosmo Jarvis has spotted the secret alcoholic stash provided by our programme sponsor. Day 2 in the real house. The inmates are settling in, wondering what it would be like if they were to be the personal winner
Where's your scope job?
of all this. As a reward for completing last night's songwriting task, the participants have been shoved up a nearby hill, from which you can see the entire town of Lynton, where the real house is situated. One housemate couldn't complete the walk and in frustration has kicked down this sign. The same housemate, who cannot be named, issued legal threats to our cameramen. Therefore the footage of the Day 2 evening in the house has been permanently deleted. So our next catch up with the housemates is in Day 4, with the exception of this.
Hey, do you think one of them's done now?
I think so.
Some of them are a bit ashy, actually.
Actually, they're lovely. They're done.
Are they done? Finally?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Finally they're done, that's how long.
They're quite exquisite, actually.
In the kitchen,
Some of them are a bit smoky on the outside. Ashy.
two housemates
They're finally done.
are deliberating over to whether to eat undercooked potatoes,
Have you ever seen potatoes like this?
as the other housemates go to bed.
This is the longest running.
Day 4 in the real house. 6:45 p.m. Most of the housemates are outside in the cliff edge garden. They are burning house supplies in the arga they have created outside. Joseph has come in from the outside midnight garden to talk to Real House about his experiences thus far. Now, how do you think it's going, Day 4, Joseph?
My name's Joseph Egg. Call me Joe. I think so far it's gone really well. Only because I'm the only housemate here so far. And I deserve to win. Of course I deserve to win, because I'm the only housemate.
Well, how do you mean the only husband? You clearly...
What?
clearly
Can you say any more?
Well, okay. But 2 have already been voted off. 1 was disqualified for contesting in the outside world, but he placed a Kit Kat under a caravanette in the car park outside the Real House Studios, who were voted out yesterday.
Did the Kit Kat get run over by the caravanette? No,
Well,
it did not.
Well,
It was misplaced.
we're going to
It's
reveal...
put behind the wheels instead of in front of the wheels. Tell me this, or tell me nothing. Would I have placed the Kit Kat where that was placed? No, I would not. Therefore, I deserve this house.
Well, we're going to reveal all on Friday's show. So you think...
Cheers.
Do you think you're the only housemate, but you think that is the reason why you might win all of this? A house
And
worth
this place,
1.2
Kit
million.
Kat, could change the history of the world. Believe me. Has this changed the world? Yes, it probably
Now, if
has.
it wasn't you...
Had that... Can you imagine? That caravanette had backed up. The tyre burst on the Kit Kat. Those people being thrown about anywhere, you know.
Well, it certainly did
One
change...
person smashing their head on the steering wheel, another person being thrown over the back of their seat. Everything could have happened.
Well, it changed the Real House show. We've lost 2 housemates already.
Yes.
That means we're down to 7 already, but there are now just 4 days left.
6. Show me the other 6.
The other 6 are there right now, however they're
Yes.
in peril. They could be voted out at any time
I have a solution.
for any rule breaking whatsoever. So you're in a precarious situation, Joseph.
I have a solution.
Right, Do you have a solution which doesn't involve breaking either the real house rules or the law?
Oh, does this break the rules?
Well, there are other ways of voting out your fellow contestants, Joseph.
Yeah, but I mean, voting is not my forte.
Well, that's Joseph. He thinks he's the only one who's likely to win. Alberta has just entered the room and probably would like to disagree with that.
Hello. Hi, it's you again.
You don't seem too concerned about what Joseph's doing.
Well, no,
I'm glad you didn't see that, right.
no.
So who do you think in this stage? We're halfway through now. We've already lost 2 contestants because they put a Kit Kat under the wheel of the car and made contact with the outside world. Right now, how do you think you're doing? How do you think you're doing with the public?
Well, I don't really care.
Well, that's the way to be, isn't it? That's definitely the way to be. That's a thick skin inside the real house.
Don't call me a thick skin, young laddie.
Alberta there, going to get a drink, and Joseph plotting on a more direct way to remove his fellow contestants. This is Real House. We'll keep you updated. The housemates have gathered in the living room. It's 7 p.m. It's already getting late.
Used to gather.
They are watching a film.
You saw us gathered. Yeah.
Cosmo has brought a laptop containing the film.
Yeah.
He is worried about the reaction from the other housemates.
Fine, now tell them what to do about it.
Little hot milk.
7:31 p.m.
Those 2 cups.
One of the housemates
It's alright.
wants to get a cup of tea to go to bed.
Oh, I'm only getting half a cup.
I'll do it.
Meanwhile, Cosmo prepares his film, which he's shot in Runcorn.
Good night.
After Sue Ellen has fallen asleep, Joseph goes downstairs. He comes back with an item from the kitchen and walks towards her bedroom. He is seen coming back out with another object. Joseph has returned to the living room to rejoin the other housemates to watch the film. 7:55 p.m. Alberta has decided not to watch the film and decided to go to bed because it's
Good
been
night,
a
Alberta.
long day.
Night, Alberta.
Cosmo is exhausted and is exasperated with his computer system, which won't shut down after viewing the video.
What's about his opposition? I suppose he has to have a
Good
call.
to act.
Cosmo is going off to bed.
If it was multi... Actually, guys.
Hang on.
Oh,
Good night, yes. Good night.
The middle bit of the door falls, which opens the door.
It's good.
The handle.
Oh, right.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Pull.
Okay.
Hello.
And what, you don't look through it?
Oh, well, I mean, that's optional, you know.
Okay. So, what was it again? The door pull.
Okay,
and then walk
go
through.
through the sequence.
Walk
No,
through.
pull, door, through. Oh, hang on, let's get this right.
How about walk through? No.
No. Get it right.
Door.
Knob, pull,
Pull.
door, open, through. Bye-bye. There we go. I thought not, no.
Good night. Good night.
Day 6 in the real house. There is a visitor. Who likes human legs?
Ah, hello. How are
Day
you?
6 in the real house. Joseph and Alberta have returned from the next county.
Yes.
Alberta is spending almost as much time here. The scene's a little dark, but it says bathroom. Joseph has expressed concern for the dwindling nature of the alcohol supply. He's gone to check his secret stash in the attic. He has told the real house producers that he will be complaining about the amount of stairs that he's been forced to endure. Meanwhile, the other housemates are content with drinking tea and coffee. 8:01 p.m. He's been unable to find the stash anywhere. He looks in both the music room and the TV room.
Yes.
Then Joseph meets the other housemates.
World 3 Nation handed National TV Fashion Guide.
Oh, I don't know. I can't do it. Nick's got a pen. No.
It's the 6th day since the housemates joined the real house, located in this rural North Devon retreat, in a town that no one's heard before this programme started, Lynton. Tonight's task is to create a roaring blaze, either inside or outside of the house. Cosmo has discovered that broken glass can be used to make fires, but unfortunately the sun isn't shining at the moment. (9:41 p.m) Alberta is down from the bathroom. Sue Ellen used to be a cleaner. She is now redoing the dishes for the first time in 15 years. Meanwhile, outside, Joseph is making sure that it's not going to be a fire brigade-less night. Oh, so Joseph, yeah, why did you leave the house today to go into Cornwall?
It's a Cornish pasty.
Right, so you left Devon, you drove approximately 70 miles, maybe more, just to get a Cornish pasty.
Yes.
And did you get one?
No.
Right. What time did you try and buy a Cornish pasty?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Right, what day's today?
Wednesday.
Right, so there's a pattern emerging, don't you think?
Yes. Half day closing for the pie shop.
Right. Did that not enter your mind before you set off, using a full gallon's worth of petrol?
Yes, it did. I went to see if the shop was open. It wasn't.
While you were out, did you buy anything for tonight's task?
No.
And so, where did the logs
The
come from?
shop was shut. It's half day closing.
Right. Well, Joseph spent the day in Cornwall and Cosmo spent the day in the empty-ish real house. So how did your day go today, Cosmo?
Yeah, it was okay. I did a bit of music, writing some.
Right, so
I wrote a song.
So you create songs. Do you create songs for a living, or do you create songs because they're fun and catchy?
Neither
Neither.
of those two.
For instance, would you be interested in creating the theme for future editions of Real House?
Yes, I would. I'd like
Did you outline any ideas for the theme today while you were at the piano?
I didn't really know. No.
So what kind of music inspires you when you're sitting at the piano?
I don't know. I don't know.
Alberta has joined Joseph at the blaze.
No, it's 23 across will be Bluetooth. Well, you've got broadband. Replace broadband with Bluetooth.
Oh, I've done it now. Blue.
Sorry. It's alright.
Choose.
What's that thing on
Bluetooth.
The housemates are all sat around the blaze. There is one missing seat for one of the evicted housemates. 1 minute after joining the rest of the housemates, Alberta decides to call it a night and goes to bed. It's been another long day. The housemates are by and large on their way to bed.
Not me.
Unfortunately, one of the water beds hasn't been filled with fresh water. Also, the beds haven't been made. Alberta is not best pleased when she discovers this. The fire has not been put out. 3:30 a.m. Alberta is sleepwalking. She is going into Sue Ellen's bedroom. She has brought water to put out the fire.
It's on fire actually. It smells smoke.
Day 7. The housemates are relaxing on the beach because they completed last night's task. Later they will also be rewarded by going to a restaurant. Unfortunately, they're about to get too physical with the surrounding stones. Day 7 of the Real House. All the housemates. The final lineup are at a restaurant. The restaurant is located nearly half a mile away across the town of Lynton. The housemates are inside the restaurant. As a reward for completing the previous day's tasks, the housemates have been awarded a meal in a restaurant, and now they've all arrived. The housemate finds that he has to eat through the rice to get to his curry.
Thank you. Anyone else for water?
No thanks, Paige. One day we came out.
Where is Lynton?
The housemates have now filled themselves completely and also completed their meals.
Second job, you know.
Now they're on for the second course, the bill going to Endemol.
Second.
Is that like for a moment?
The housemates are undecided about what they want for dessert. One of them has gone for mince pies, even though it's nowhere near Christmas. The shopping season starts next week, September the 17th. Sue Ellen and Alberta return from the water convenience, while Cosmo goes to investigate what they were doing. Cosmo has returned from the toilet with less urine than he had before.
I got a full measure of much.
Wise words there from Joseph,
Cheers.
one of the final four. The housemates are in big trouble with the production company for running up a bill. That competes even with the size of the Eiffel Tower. The housemates, all completely full up from their meal, are about to make their way back to the house to find out which one of them will win it. The others will be cast aside. This is Real House. We're live in the restaurant that served the Real House housemates. Yes. And how do you think they behaved tonight?
Yeah, you are very nice, guys, and actually we are quiet today, but Yeah, I think we are doing well. That's why our reputation is very good here.
Now, when you
So-
presented them with the bill, did they stay? Did they stay in the restaurant, or did they run out the door?
Oh no. They are very very nicely. They presented very nicely. I am happy for that. They're very nice guys. Yeah. Thank you. They're
And so we approach the end of the Real House series with only several housemates left. Joseph, Alberta, and Cosmo. Only one of these can win, and what it is they'll win is this grand piano, along with the rest of the house to go with it. Right, we're here at the end of the Real House series. We're down to just 3 housemates. They can vote each other off. However, the results, of course, have so far been secret, but we already know who the winner of this house is going to be. Right now, though, 2 of these people are going to be leaving with the help of our camera crew, who are, of course, backed up by security guys. Now, we have Joseph. Well, he drinks a lot of alcohol and wants to win this house to open up a brewery. We have Alberta from the southern states, who wants to simply live in it. And then there's Cosmo, who wants to write music with the help of the grand piano, which of course he will win if he was to win this series. Alberta was eventually crowned the winner of the Real House. Unfortunately, as she was wearing a McDonald's Sucks t-shirt, McDonald's got a court injunction to prevent us showing the footage. And even worse than that, the production staff got the telephone results wrong, and we proclaimed Cosmo the winner. We then had to break the news gently to Alberta that she hadn't won after all. It caused chaos in the house. Alberta is runner-up, but of course she wins absolutely nothing. To quote Anne Robinson, she is the weakest link. Goodbye. That means Cosmo, congratulations.
No, I want to leave the house.
Sorry, we've just had to drop live coverage of Real House. It's been revealed that one of the telephone operatives has been colluding with Cosmo to throw the vote.
Fix!
I want to
Fix!
leave. I want to leave the house. They haven't
He
defined.
paid you! He paid you money!
You are the winner of Real House 2000. We hope you've enjoyed this series of Real House. We end now on some shocking footage of the bribe taking place between Cosmo and the telephone operative, who's now been sacked with pay. Alright?
Okay, that's what we agreed, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah, you're a great winner. You do realise you're not getting the house.
It's alright, it's okay. And,
Okay, but you can have
National Trust card, yeah?
the card, yeah. Yes, thanks very much.
And,
Yes. You've been a great sport.
okay, that one.
Couldn't afford to give this house away. Bloody hell, what they expect this to be. And now for a final update on all the contestants who have taken part in the series. Paul Johnson and his son, the anonymous camera killer, were kicked off the show in only the 3rd day for making contact with the outside world. They went outside of the Real House without our express permission to open the boot of their car. Sue Ellen Jones came 4th. Unfortunately, she suffers from sleepwalking and so left the house in her sleep at 4 a.m. last night. Joseph was found a few minutes ago to have bits of paper addressed to the Daily Mail by our 10-strong team of security guards, who quite literally booted him out. Cosmo was runner-up. However, because of the bribery allegations, he will now not be getting the grand piano. Alberta won the Real House. She will move in tomorrow. She has already approached the estate agents of Lynton about selling the house, as it would be impractical, as all her friends and family live in Alabama. That's it for this series. Goodbye.